Okay, this lesson is on the Pythagorean theorem and the distance formula. So the first thing I think we need to do is just review some vocabulary. First being what the parts of a right triangle are called. So the side opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse. And then the two sides that form the right angle are the legs. So the Pythagorean theorem is the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the two legs. So looking at the first example, you can see that we're trying to find the hypotenuse. So c squared equals 5 squared plus 12 squared. 5 squared is 25. It's 144. C squared equals 169. Then to undo something being squared, take the square root. So C equals 13. To find one of the legs, again, you can see that C is 14. So 14 squared equals 7 squared plus B squared. 196 equals 49 plus B squared. Subtract 49 from both sides, and you get 147. To undo something being squared, you take the square root, and you get an approximation to 1 decimal place, 12.1. So go ahead and try the 3, pause the video, and then restart or press play, and then see how your results were. Okay, and then we can apply this to finding a length of a segment. It's a little bit longer process, but because we graph the points, and we can see that the length of AB, because I'm looking at only 6 minus 2, would be 4. And the length of AC, because I'm looking at 4 minus 1, is 3. So C squared, which happens to be AB, equals 3 squared plus 4 squared. 9 plus 16, which is 25. And so C equals 5. But we don't always want to graph and try to come up with the right triangle, so we can use this thing called the distance formula. The distance formula, which you don't have to worry about memorizing, is the square root of the difference of the x-coordinate squared plus the difference in the y-coordinate squared. So you just decide which one of your two coordinates is going to be x1, y1, and the other one is x2, y2. So in this particular case, D is x1, y1, and E is x2, y2. So the length of DE would be the square root of 3 minus 1 quantity squared plus negative 2 minus 2 quantity squared. 3 minus 1 is 2 squared, and negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4 squared. 2 squared is 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. And the square root of 20 approximates to 4.5. So use the distance formula on the prior page. Find the distance between the points. Again, it does not matter which one you choose as x1, y1, and x2, y2. I did the y's first, so I'm going to backtrack this and do that again and do the x's first. It would not matter. You're squaring them and adding them underneath square root. It's a decimal point. So make sure you do a decimal equivalency. Oops, it's not negative. Okay, so we know that the assignment's posted online. And the concept checked. When is the distance formula used? When want to find the distance between 2 points in the coordinate plane. And this ends lesson 4-4.